everyone, welcome to my channel. Happy Saturday to you all. So today is my hashtag in it together, hashtag all in it, hashtag alone together, whatever you want to call it. And so I challenge people this Saturday to do some things that you can share with others and just show a little support or say hello to let people know they're not really alone. So, as you can tell, I have a whole assortment of things here that I've used. I use my Scotch Create glue stick. I use the various shades of Memento ink. I used Lilac Posies, Cottage Ivy, Bahamas Blue, Grape Jelly, and Teal Zeal. And Distress inks, I used Cracked Pistachio, Broken China, and Victorian Velvet, and then of course I used my Versified ink. And then I used a huge assortment of stamps by Maymay, and you can still find these stamps on her shop, or in her shop at maymaymade.com. But I used this one here, it's called Ministry Appreciation. And then I also used this one, which is called God is For You. I used some of the pieces out of this one that says Garden Party. I put it inside upside down, but anyway, it's called Words of Life. And then I used both of these, and some of them are interchangeable. One's called Crafty Friends. Now this one, I'm not sure if it's for sale in the shop or not. I received this one after I was a member of the stamp club, the regular stamp club, after a year. And then she came out with a set that is called Cards for Crafters. And so, I'm not sure if you can get this one, but I know that you can get this one. Oh, sorry for the glare. Then I use this one, and it is called Thankful, Grateful, and Blessed. Whoops, sorry. And then I also, did I use any of these? Yep, I used one, Keep Faith, out of this one, and this one is called Keep the Faith. I did not use that one. I used this one, and it's called All About You. And I love the card that I did. The thing that I did with this. Actually, I didn't make cards. Not really. So let me put those out of the way. And then, of course, I used my Stamp Perfect for these because I made a hoard of these. And I also used this big brush here that was gifted to me by Nora Dunlap. It works so good. Okay, so I made postcards. They're easy to mail, cheap to mail, and although this took a good little while to make, very simple. I'm not doing a tutorial. If you'd like to see how I put them together, let me know in the comment section, and I will. So I started off making some for my pastor, my music director, and my friend and former pastor who was in Seattle now. So I used that stamp set that was for, I guess I should keep these out. I used this one right here. I used this one. And this one is called Ministry Appreciation. And so I laid all of this out on my Stamp Perfect, and I stamped it all at one time, and I just used different inks. So I used two pieces of paper. I used a heavier, this is a 100-pound cardstock on the back, and 65-pound weight on the front. So I just said, for my music minister, thank you for your ministry, and I just put a little cross there, and then I used the Cracked Pistachio ink with the little thing, and I went around the side, sort of just framing these. Now, I am going to be spraying these with some sealant before I mail them out. And then here's another one, and this one says, for my friend, this is for my pastor, my former pastor in Seattle, and it says the same thing. Basically, I made it simple on myself and just did them the same. And on the back side, they're all the same, yep. On the back side, I used this stamp in here. It says, this service that you perform is not only supplying the needs of the Lord's people, but it's also overflowing in many expressions of thanks to God. 2 Corinthians 9:42. So, and then I just stamped a little cross here. And then I just put the address right here, and they smell like a regular postcard. I wanted to send cards and things out, but you know, it's expensive, even like 50 cents a pop or whatever. But I thought postcards would be great. So the next set I made, let's see, yeah, these are them, okay. The next set I made were these, and I made this with this stamp set right here called All About You. And it just says, you are beautiful, amazing, enough, strong, and lovely. And then I used this set right here called Garden Party. And I used the little leaves, vines right here, and then a little flower and some different leaves right there to put beside it. And I thought that was really cute. And then on the inside, it just says, keep the faith. And that is from, well, trust me, it's right there somewhere. Yeah, it's from this one right here that says, keep the faith. Okay, and then what I did with those, I took my Victorian Velvet ink, and I just brushed the ink around the sides just to knock the white, because I used white cardstock for the front so that I could stamp and stuff on them. So that's all I did for that. And then on the back, that's from that stamp set, Keep the Faith. And then what I wrote on the back of it, I got to draw a line on that one to separate it. And then just stamped a little cross on that one. So that's what I did for that one. And then I did 4 of these. These are all the same, yeah. And then I use Grateful and Blessed, the stamp set called Grateful and Blessed on here. This one, Thankful, Grateful, and Blessed. Whoops, sorry. And then I just use that other cross from the other stamp set. And it just says, I am grateful and blessed for you. And then I did the same thing with this. I used the broken china to just kind of ink around the edges so that the middle popped. And this is Memento Bahama Blue, Grape Jelly, and Teal Zeal. And then on this one, I used Lilac Roses for I Am in That. And then the little crosses in Grape Jelly. On the back, it says, A Friend Loves at All Times. And how I did this, I just stamped like half the words with the lilac roses and then the other half with the purple. And then I just went above, right on top of the lilac roses a little bit and sort of blended it in so it made it look like, you know, the colors were graded. So I did 4 of those. Then I did some fun ones. I mean, not that they're all fun, but I mean, I did some for some Crafty Friends. Now, this one is just says, sending Crafty Hugs. And this is from that stamp set I told you that was half of the, this says Cards for Crafters and Crafty Friends. So I used that, and I used my gel pens and Copic markers to color it. And on the back, I just stamped from the stamp set that says Crafty Friends are glued together. And I just thought that was so cute. And then I took the grape jelly on the outside and just inked the edges of the card on this one. No, I didn't. I used a purple Copic marker to do that. And so all these are the same except for this one. And then I did a purple border around it. And I couldn't decide, this was the first one, and I couldn't decide if I liked that big purple border around it or not. So I didn't do the rest of them like that. But I don't know, I may do it before I send them out. And then this is using that same stamp set. I did 4 of these. And on the front of it says Crafty Friends are glued together. And I just did a little ruler and the little glue that said, and then I stamped Sending Crafty Hugs in this one. There was one more that I did. Because I remember, oh, on these I was going to show you, on the glue thing, I wrote hi in it. But anyway, and I did take my blue Copic marker. It was BG15, and I outlined the edges of these just because there was just so much white. And I did this set, and this set was the first sets that I did. And I didn't even think about the ink until the last cards that I did, because I have to tell you, these took copious amounts of time to do because I colored everything. And then I got smart and I said, why don't I let some ink do the work for me? So, but I probably spent 2 hours doing this set and this set. But mostly this one, because I colored everything individually. So like I said, I don't know that I'm going to go put a border on the rest of them, but that one is. So if you get that one, you get the lucky card. Because I am sending these out to some of my crafty friends. So I did 18 altogether. And it really is simple to do. These are all the scraps that I have left right here. And basically, I saved these big scraps like this because they make great sentiment, stamped sentiments and stuff on them. So all these will be going in my gallon Ziploc bag. But y'all, it took a little time, but what an easy way to share just a word of hello or encouragement, or anything like that, just with somebody that you care about, and it might be far away, they might be a little lonely or whatever, but just to send a card out to let somebody know. I think these cost, what, 30 cents? I don't even know how much postcards go for. I know they're under 50 cents a piece. But just to let somebody know how special they are to you, so they know that they're not in this alone, that we're all in this together. And so I hope and pray that I've inspired you to do something to let others know that they're not alone, and we can all be in this together. Have a wonderful Saturday afternoon, and I will be back Saturday. If we're all still in this, I'll be back Saturday with another project. All right, have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Don't forget, if you've not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down there. And don't forget to tap the bell so you can be notified each and every time I upload a new video, depending on the selection of the bell menu that you choose. Have a blessed day, and I will see you all soon. Bye.